not for Jah, for don't die.
Welcome back. It's still Entertainment TV live on Metro Television. We are setting up certain things for our guests. But then anyway, so our guest is from, let me say a Central African country, all the way from Cameroon to be specific. She's best known for her breakout Afrobeat single, that is People, in 2023, with more than 243 million views, and that was very huge. She is a singer-songwriter who does Afrobeat, R&B, and Afro soul, and she's also an audio engineer. So LIBIANCA is our guest, and she's a very beautiful lady, and it's super awesome for myself and Harriet to have her on the table of life. Good afternoon.
Hi.
And welcome to Entertainment Review.
Thank you. That was a really good introduction.
Oh, thank you very much. We actually 4 on the table, but it's only 2. So the other 2, I can say they are missing out.
Yeah.
But how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I honestly just came here from a nap. So today has been chill.
Okay.
Been relaxing. Been glowing.
Yeah, that's good. But then, how did you find December in Ghana?
It was very dirty.
That's I didn't say how was dirty December. So you just gave me the
answer. No, because this is my first time in Ghana. So I have been out more than I've been out in the whole year, in the whole 2023, like day and night. We've been outside. So it's been fun, but my social battery is like, okay, let me rest more.
But what have you been enjoying the most? Is it the food?
I've been enjoying blue fruit.
Wow.
I was waiting for watching.
Yeah. I've swallowed it. I've swallowed swallows themselves. I've been drinking a lot of Gary.
Wow.
I've been drinking a lot of Gary, so
I'm glad.
I've been feeding myself well.
That's good. But then, before we talk about everything music and all, let's start with Cameroon, because some of us, apart from Ghana, haven't gone. And I know others can relate. So tell us about how Cameroon is, how the capital, the food, the music, the culture, and everything is.
So it's been a few years since I've been, but the culture remains the same. Bilingual, with a bunch of dialects in between, but the main 3 languages you hear is Pidgin, English, and French.
Wow.
We have a lot of different types of food.
Wow.
But some of the foods are similar to the other Western countries, the West African countries. What else? We like palava. We like trouble. There are a lot of people in that country that like palava.
Yeah.
So there's that. Everybody has a mouth. If somebody does not like something, they open their mouth to say it. But other than that, as big as the support can be, the hate can also be really big. I mean, every country has its own, thing. Other than that,
You're from the south side.
Yes, I'm from the south. I'm from Bamenda.
I see comments under your YouTube pages where they are hailing you. What's the name? Your region, or where you are from? Bamenda. Yes. It's said in movies, but then I see people acknowledging the fact that everything that you do, you represent it, and it's so good. And for me, one thing I know Cameroon for is just football. Football.
From football, what else? Because it's only football.
There's so much talent in the country itself, because I know that because I was there myself. There's a lot of people who know how to, the arts is really big, the science is really big as well. And I've always just been waiting for somebody to go global at some point, for light to shine on our talent, because it's there. It's just not pushed as much as, I would personally want. But
and waiting for some.
How does it feel to be one person that is globally pushed from Cameroon? Because of you now, people are talking about Cameroon. Everyone wants to know about Cameroon. How does it feel?
I feel really good that, at least somebody that is starting to spark the questions of, Cameroon, what's that? Ringing that name in people's heads. Because until that point, everybody thought that was Nigeria. Like, oh no, I'm Cameroonian. Oh,
That's exactly what I
where's
thought, yeah.
Cameroon? The country that's right next to Nigeria. Oh, okay, never heard of it. All right, cool, thank you. But now, beginning to recognize the country, and some people even associate it with my face. But I feel like the more we go, the way the world rotates on its own, there will be another person that will come after, and another person will come after, and as the years go by, we will build our reputation.
Yeah.
I hope they've made you an ambassador for something.
It should.
I know. It has a nice ring to it. Ambassador LIBIANCA. That sounds good.
But the reason why I asked for how Cameroon is, I mean, the way the world has seen you, it gives them an idea of more things in Cameroon.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to ask, how did such an environment enable the kind of person you grew into and the woman we see today?
Yeah. Number one thing that was taught throughout my childhood was resilience. Like, if you put your head on something, you better see it through. We're not about giving up. What else? It's just kind of like, you do your own, I do my own. So mind your business, be respectful, be resilient, stay God-fearing, and, things will come to you as they should. I went to boarding school, so that was a very good experience. Maybe some of my anxieties came from that side because I was 10 years old, bro, separating from my mom. I did not like it. But other than that, I learned so many things. The education system is actually pretty good there.
Wow.
So that's nice. But yeah, I feel like that sums it up. A lot of playtime. Like to play. They say you have to balance your play with your work. If you don't know how to, you're going to overdo one of them.
Yeah.
So
So that was the defining factor for you to do music, or maybe in school you wanted to do something else. And back in fashion, model, doctor. I honestly don't like mentioning doctor and lawyer because
because that's usually the main.
Yeah.
Like that's where it
Every
begins.
parent,
Oh, what do you want to be? I want to be a medical doctor. So initially, it started off medical doctor. Like when I was young. But that's pretty much kind of like what my parents wanted. But as I got older, music started to attract me. I was being attracted to it, and it just kept. It was an obsession and an escape from my reality. Wherever I wanted to go, I could go in my head. So I started to write songs. I started to sing. I just doing all that stuff, singing in church. So yeah, my first experience songwriting, I remember I was sitting down. It was after school. I sat down. I'm writing on the page. I'm writing. I don't even remember what it was called, but it had a whole dance to it. And me and some of my classmates were dancing. But that's a nice memory in my head. But yeah, that's it.
I mean, I'm looking at you right now, and I'm looking at the head wrap, pain, the dress, some sort of Africanism and all that. How would you describe your fashion sense, like your style?
Comfortable, but cute. Keep it cute, but comfortable. I don't like uncomfortability.
And it's simple.
I like to relax. Simple. I like to keep it simple. Just do my lashes, line my lips, and make my skin glow. Call it a day. I basically the only difference between me now and when I was like 15 years old is the fact that I have long nails and I have lashes. Other than that, this is how I used to go to school. Okay. I just carry my backpack and go to school like this. So yeah, it's always about comfortability for me and feeling like myself in what I'm wearing. Yeah.
What's your skincare routine though? Because you have impeccable skin.
Skincare routine. So right now I've been into kojic and turmeric pads. Kojic acid and turmeric pads. It went viral on TikTok I think a month ago, and I just bought like 6 packets. And I've been going crazy on them, and they've been doing good. They've been doing good for my skin.
Yeah.
Rose water has been a constant in so many years of skin routine. I like to spray it, refresh, glow.
Taking notes.
Lip scrubs. I love lip scrubs.
The skin is skinny.
Thank you.
I wish I could sit on set without makeup and still look this good.
Yeah, stop it, guys. I'll go home now. See, you're blowing my head. My head is big.
But is it that after the voice? I know. Even tell us before I ask my question. How was it like? Because I don't think any Ghanaian has gone to The Voice before.
Yeah.
No. So, like, where were you and how did everything start for The Voice?
So first of all, there's like 3 rounds of auditions that happen before you physically go to the place. So you have to like go through those 3 stages of performances. So we went through that, and then they were like, "Okay, we like you. We're going to pay for your flight to come to LA so that you can do the first episode." So I'm like, "Okay, no problem." We come. In my head, when I came, I was like, "I'm not here to make any friends. I'm here to win this show." I'm very competitive. So I came here. I came in very competitive, but I ended up making friends. And we were all in one hotel. Everybody was like over 100 of us. That's how I started.
Wow.
And so it's a lot more of working with cameras, working with TV than being creative. I mean, you have the time to be creative, but you also have to work with production. So that was fun. That was my first experience with like television and all that. So yeah, it was a very, very nice experience. Yeah, I learned a lot.
How long were you on?
How long was I on for? I know that I lasted until like the live playoffs. Yeah, that is where things began to get serious. Oh my god.
Yeah, because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yes.
It's not. I'm somebody that I always think a lot in my head. So live playoffs now is live. Now the whole America is watching it at the same time. Plus the people that are here. I say, God, save me. So yeah, it was very scary, but it was necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I continued to grow with performance and stuff.
So
But that was a very
you
good one.
say that it really played a role in your music career.
Yes, it did. I feel like God had put me through that stage for preparation, because by the time that people happened, everything was overwhelming and I didn't have any time to sit down and think for myself and do things for myself as well as I would have loved to. So that preparation was nice, because even when I was exhausted, I could still come into places like this and sit down and do the talk and, keep the energy going. So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, your song, People, had a lot of people.
That's good. I like that.
Had a lot of people talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And I was watching your interview on something extra, Capital Extra, and the host mentioned cyclothymia, and that was my first time hearing that. And after listening to your answer, I was like, okay, a lot of people go through that. It's just that they have no idea that there's actually something
yes,
like
that is a name for it.
There's a name for it. It's a situation that they are going through. It's not like in Ghana here, because who needs to buy? And I'm born. Do you understand? It means that like you are not a good person.
You see yourself.
You see yourself. Yeah, you don't like to mingle. Sometimes you're hyper.
But they don't know that you are.
They don't know that it's
something.
something. They don't understand that.
How was life like before your diagnosis?
My environmental factors shaped how bad some of the lower moments would be. So it was still the same thing. Like usually for me, my therapist helped me like keep track of like, okay, like when do the low moments come in and when does the high part come in. So I tracked it, and it's usually like during like the week before my period, so like PMS. So then there's the hormones that's going on, and then there's also whatever stressors that are outside, and it just mixes all together to be like, now I don't want to get out of bed, now I don't want to talk to anybody, now I just want to be by myself, like I just, and my head is going crazy inside. So that's how it is during the low. I don't have motivation to do anything really and stuff like that. So in those moments is when like it's self-discipline. Like I have to get up. I have to get up. I have to make up my bed. I have to pray. Go wash your face, brush your teeth, go downstairs, make breakfast, eat. Like force yourself to do these things so that, your body is recognizing that it's being taken care of. Yeah.
And after diagnosis, did they give you medication or this one?
I'm
you don't
not
need-
taking no medication. I'm not taking because I don't care when people say me. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of medications and stuff because I don't want to be reliant on it or dependent on it. To where now, I don't know. I'm in Dubai. I have a show. I'm about to step on. I say, hey, does anybody have my volume? No. I want to pray and go straight on the stage.
That's very
Wow,
good.
that's
very, very
encouraging.
good. I like when people don't depend on medication. 'Cause,
Yes,
I always
yes.
say, my friends know that I'm also asthmatic.
Yes.
And the more you rely on your pump, your inhaler, when it's not there,
things are bad.
it becomes
Things are rough.
messy. So
Yes.
my mom always doesn't allow that.
Yes.
So then,
I
that's
like,
good.
I like the way mental health has gotten recognition.
That's good.
Due to
Thanks to you.
how songs, I mean, the way people write their songs and people are able to express themselves through mental health. Before songs talking about mental health, people feel like, oh, you're just giving an excuse for your bad character. But not knowing there's actually an issue.
So insensitive to sometimes, and I know that sometimes the lack of sensitivity, it comes from just not knowing enough. So the more we educate, the better people can empathize because it's the same way that somebody can be physically ill. The only difference is you can't see the mental illness. It's in here. I'm the one that feels it, right?
That's
so
true.
one man, day by day.
Yeah. But did you see people becoming a global phenomenon?
No.
You just did the song and you're like, I'm going to sleep.
Yep.
And so how did you start hearing? Because I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah.
Harriet is on.
I saw it. I mean,
And
I
we
saw
could
it when
say,
it was blowing up. I
over
saw it,
8 million creative. That's how people analyze it.
Yeah.
Over 8,000 creatives. 8,000 creatives. You can check it by article. I had to check because I'm not on TikTok. But then I had to check the number of times creatives actually, and yours was like 8,000 people use that, and it takes a lot for you to inspire people to get on that stage. So you saying you didn't really anticipate, but then how is it when the song started coming? I know you have an amazing team. Did they have to wake you up? LIBIANCA, hey, the song is here. How was it?
It was time. It was time. So my manager, Metro, he woke me up in the morning. He said, Bianca, you need to get up. I said, what? Please, it better be for a good reason because you're waking me up in the morning. He said, things are going crazy. Things are going crazy. I'm like, what do you mean by things are going crazy? It better be a damn good reason. So I got up. He said, okay, we go on the phone and we see things just going like this to the point where my phone was almost freezing. Yeah. So Instagram, I couldn't open Instagram for hours. And every time you refresh, it's like plus 10,000 followers or plus this, that. So it was a very rapid and overwhelming thing because as soon as it boom, now everything is fast. Everything is fast. So we were moving from place to place for promo, for this, for that, for that. No time to sit down and rest. We have to take opportunity of, seize the moment. But I was very surprised by the impact of the song itself because I wasn't thinking about creating a song that had that type of impact or anything like that. I just focused on creating from my heart. And in the past year, I've learned that that is the most important thing to being an artist. It's not about having the big hits and stuff. All of that is just the cherry on the cake. It's just the cherry on the cake. You just have to focus on speaking your truth and speaking from your heart. Everything else comes together. So that's what I'm focusing on doing.
To resonate with the lyrics in there.
Yes. They're very deep.
You're in a
when you
room
think
full of
it.
people. You want to make an impact, but nobody's noticing you. So, I mean, looking at people and how impactful it was, what do you think stood out for you in people that made it such a big phenomenon compared to your other songs? Because I realized that you even have a song in 2020, Revenge. I was like, wait,
the title is interesting.
Revenge.
Yes.
So what do you think stood apart in people compared to your other songs?
There's nothing that really stands out. People is just one of the songs that I've written. The only difference between People and the rest of my songs is People is the song that most people in the world know. It's no difference from the other songs. I put my soul in what I do the same way that I did with that song. To me, there wasn't, it wasn't the fact that, oh, there's something so special about this song that it resonated with the whole world. It's the fact that there are some things that God does that I don't understand, but I'm going to do my part and let him do his.
Yeah. You know, I'm asking this because there are people who actually sit down to analyze what makes a song popular to see whether if they can replicate that in other songs. So let's say that maybe this your hook was catchy, maybe you're promotional, but you didn't even promote, you just put it on TikTok, just that. Like, you are creating content.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. So I think that the God factor has to be looked at as well, because sometimes you might do everything, you might pay all the money, the influencers,
you just have to be consistent though. You just have to be consistent, because the same thing I did with people is the same thing I did with like 5 songs before that I'd already written. I was doing the exact same thing like every 2 days.
Look at that.
And people just, so yeah, it's very amazing. And also like learning the balance between like songwriting, like your melodies have to be catchy enough to grasp the listener's ear within first listen, so that by the time they're done listening to the song, they already know the hook of the song. They can hum it. So if they're listening to it the second time, then now they know the lyrics plus the hook and everything. So
I think that's what you did with your EP, The Walk Away.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean, when I was listening to the songs, I wrote down that in a way is my favorite of it all. Like, I just love it. And then when I saw Angel Demon, I was like, okay, what is she trying to say? But I listened to it, and you were talking about a man.
Yes, it's a touchy one.
Yeah.
Angel Demon is the hardest track to listen to for anyone who has experienced things similar to what it speaks of.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I will continue spreading awareness on things that we don't like to talk about, especially in African homes. Like, there's a lot of things that I saw growing up that nobody talked about. I was like, okay, well, when I'm able to talk about it, when I have a platform that I can talk about it, I'm going to force everyone to talk about it. And that's what I'm doing.
Looking at that weight on my shoulder.
Yes.
Your voice sounded different. Way different.
Yes.
In that particular song.
Girl, it's training, no. It's training. I like a lot of different things, but I don't want to get comfortable with one thing and then it limits me from like doing the other things. So Weight on My Shoulders was experimental, but at the same time very fun. It was like a new discovery. So it's different, but that's the good thing that I like about being like a songwriter, is that I can write different songs. It's just now I have to match the energy of the song. So
we'll talk about your collaboration later, Banana. Come in.
I mean, I like the way that you are talking about the EP. I wanted us to touch on it at the last episode, which is very, very good. And I see that every comment beneath your Instagram or your YouTube page has this 3 things to define you: authentic, self-love, and also being you. And that's what people like. Because, I mean, in this modern environment, people like to do things that resonate with them. But I want us to step out of that a bit. I mean, as an African artist, where there are so many artists, diverse artists from so many places, at the beginning of 2023, the whole conversation of the foreigners boxing us with Afrobeats, that sound Afrobeat. Whereas in Africa, there are so many diverse or different sounds. You come to Cameroon, go to Tanzania, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria. There are so many sounds. That whole boxiness, what's your thoughts on that? And how are you able to work with different sounds? Because all the songs that Harriet was talking about, which are on the EP, when you listen to it, the lyrics stands out, but the instrumentals, the melodies also play a role. So what's your thought on that whole Afrobeat stuff? And then how are you able to stay on top with all the sounds?
I think the same way the rest of the world got to catch on to Afrobeats and then used it to just generalize everything else that's within this thing, is the same way that they'll get to find these other genres as time goes on. I don't know if I'll be alive when some of those genres are found, but as time is going on, they will see all these things. That's my take on it. And, yeah, it's just a matter of time, really.
Yeah.
So
how you are able to work with different sounds.
yes. So with different sounds and different styles, it's just going with the vibe, bro. It's really just going with the vibe, and not thinking of myself as, oh, this is how I'm supposed to sound, or this is how I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to sound like anything. I'm just supposed to feel my way through, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I do, and whatever the result is the results.
And it's always beautiful.
Thank you.
And people got the attention of Chris Brown. And whenever we mention Chris Brown in an interview, you have a very beautiful smile.
Yeah.
So as a presenter, I'm quick to ask, when are you guys going to work together? Is it in the pipeline?
That guy is a busy guy. I mean, he's Chris Brown.
Yes.
He's so busy.
Yeah.
God willing. If it's in God's will, okay. If it's not, then okay.
Oh, it's in God's will.
But yeah, we'll keep hope alive.
It's in God's will. It's in God's will, yes. I would say that. And
Even the remix is also a big hit.
Yes.
With Ira Styles.
Yes.
Omale, yeah.
Yes. I love me some Ira, and I love me some Omale.
I mean, we'll be wrapping up the conversation very soon. In case you tuned in, we are speaking to LIBIANCA. The reason why I stretch it is because first I used to say LIBIANCA.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, everybody
used
says
to
that.
correct me that it's not LIBIANCA. It's not like it's the LIBIANCA.
Tell your friend I love her for that. One of them. So
It's LIBIANCA. And I mean, we're having a get to know her more conversation, Cameroon conversation. And not to
Yes.
forget, you're actually going for a 2023 African Cup of Nations. That will start on the 13th of January.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Cameroon is
this
in
week, right?
there.
On
Yes,
the
I think, this
Next
week.
week.
This week.
Hey,
13th.
today's 8.
Yeah. I don't
It's
celebrate
happening
birthday,
quick.
but I would say after my birthday. yeah. And I know how Cameroonians really love football. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
we don't
emphasizing-
play.
Yeah, you don't
We
play.
don't play. It's going to be a whole event in
Yeah.
every house.
It's the good. It should be. I think you're in the same group with Senegal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
You are. I think you're in the same group with Senegal, and I think
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Because
Yeah.
Cameroon,
Ghana
Senegal.
is in Group B. Yeah, Nigeria is in Group A with the host nation. But anyways, we're wrapping up with the conversation. But like you experienced Ghana, are there people you are hoping to work with this year from Ghana? Because you've mentioned Black Sharif before.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, what happened?
It'll be mad.
What happened?
I know, like we
Wow.
would make some magic, bro.
So,
Like
hey, Sharif
I
and LIBIANCA.
really feel like we would. The songs that would come out from some of us be crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. I also love Jackie. I love her low range. I feel like we can really complement
The
each other.
songbird.
We'll make some magic. Stone Boy. Stone Boy,
That's it.
yeah.
See, I'm just happy hearing Stone Boy.
Don't mind Harry.
RTVs too has been on my mind. So
Like that.
Yeah.
You really know our people.
You know how
You
people.
them. You know them.
I mean, my man is Ghanaian, so I'm
God
pretty much
bless you.
Ghanaian.
God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless
Well,
you.
my name is
chose
Akosia,
well.
yeah.
You chose well. See, I'm
I-
happy.
We've been fighting. This is
This is the apex of the interview. This is the apex of it.
Right.
See, this is the apex of it.
You know what?
You chose a Ghanaian.
Yes.
Ah, God bless.
God bless you.
That's why you're glowing.
LIBIANCA,
telling-
God
love
bless
this
you.
sweet.
God bless you 100 times.
I'm loving it in Ghana.
Oh, see, LIBIANCA's man, thank you very much. I mean,
God bless you.
God bless you. Tell her,
Yes, please.
Man,
Treat her well. Let her
look at this, she's rushing.
the whole Ghana man. Because we've been fighting with our brother and sister.
Yes.
They said Ghana men like this. Then you haven't met the right one.
See,
Yeah,
Ghanaian men.
God will bless you.
This is the highlight of our
This
interview.
guy. You mentioned working with Ghanaians.
Yes.
In any other stuff that you have in the pipeline, 2024 has started. I know it has started on a good note, yes. But then more months to come. What do you have for us?
I'm spending this year creating, challenging. It's my year of messing around and finding out. Like I have no limits. Like I'm just going crazy, plotting, preparing, getting my ducks in a row because when 2025 hits, it's gonna be like a boom. Yeah.
Some
so
Grammys.
2024, we'll drop some singles, we'll do some, there's still going to be music, but behind all of that, I'm going to be setting things up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And congratulations for winning the Viewers' Choice, though.
Yeah.
We were
Thank
hoping
you.
that our very own will win, but you winning. But let me ask you, when they told you that you have won, is it that you had no idea?
I had no
Because
idea.
when Terrence asked you, like, how do you feel about winning the Viewers' Choice, you were smiling. Then all of a sudden, you're like,
Yeah, because I did not know. I did not know. And the funny thing is, after I made the speech, because, I was caught off guard. So I didn't have a speech prepared, nothing. I just said whatever came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I got off the stage. I remember, oh my goodness, I forgot to thank my baby. I forgot to thank because he's my manager as well. So I was crying. He was like, baby, it's okay. Stop crying. It's okay. I was just crying. I'm like,
that's a good Ghana man.
It's not what they are. I don't want to hear.
That's a good Ghana man. But then, like, we want so many things for you. I mean, representing your country, Africa, is like representing any other African country. So we rally behind you. We'll keep streaming your music, following you, enjoying your music and everything. And I know you are passionate about the game. So you put in your all. So whoever supports her, whoever is correcting me each and every day, LIBIANCA,
You will regret it.
Continue enjoying her music. And
very soon she's going to be a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Yes,
She
sir.
has to.
He's gonna put a ring on it.
Which side is he from in Ghana? Do you know? Like, we have like 16 regions.
I know it's 37 station.
No, which region is your man from?
Equiapim. He says Equiapim.
He's in the.
See, I'm a Khan. Ooh, you chose right.
I'm not going to do tribalism. Anyone is good.
You chose right.
Anyone is good, but the one you chose, God bless you. Who puts the ring on your hand? In fact, you go to Cameroon and go and do the Yeah, we are going to Cameroon to do the Take the right place and we'll pay.
The whole thing.
We have siblings, right?
Yes, I have siblings.
They will take all the akontasika in English.
Your brother
dowry, the dowry.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Oh, thank you
for
for
taking
having
time
me.
to just come on our table.
Thank
It's been
you,
an
thank
exciting
you.
one.
I've had a good
Any
time.
message you want to
Yes,
send your people?
yes,
just
yes.
look into your camera and
Yes.
just say it before we go.
So I want to tell anyone that's watching this that knows me, listens to my music, thank you so much. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I will entertain you. For as long as I live, you will be entertained and you will be appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you to this whole country, because this is all the main countries that blew up this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and please welcome me as a part of your family, because my name is Akusia. I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here. All right. Yeah.
Wow, Akusia LIBIANCA.
Akusia is a Sunday one.
Yes.
I'm a Thursday one. And she's
I
a
am Saturday, so
one.
yeah.
Yes.
But outside, I tell people that I'm Missy.
She's Ama.
Why you be like?
She's Ama, Amia, and you are Akosia.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anytime you are in Ghana, Metro TV.
Yeah, we are here for
is
you.
Here for you. Any day, anytime. Big shout out to LICAM for making this happen for me. And I really appreciate it when foreign artists, like foreigners, come on this table. We are always fighting with our other brothers. Always have interviews and they cancel.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming and really,
Of
really
course.
appreciate
Thank you for having me. It was a very nice conversation.
Yeah.
Just go and stream her music and everything. Follow
And
her
Walk
live,
Away is
and
new, so
this
stream
is not
that
the
one
first
as
time
well.
she'll
Yeah.
come back.
Yes, I'll be back.
Yeah.